Welcome back, everybody. I would like
Hi.
to apologize ahead of time. Well, not really ahead of time. We were supposed to release a one shot, and then we tried to record the next episode after that. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties and only recorded the first 20 or so minutes of the actual 2 hour session. Um, but essentially, what all had happened while after Croc and Toby had defeated the and Varric had defeated the Krylax upstairs, they decided to move their way and make their way towards Deluge and Rag. Deluge and Rag, just after defeating the very odd cultists, started looking around the room and had a very in-depth conversation about dreams and things of how they relate to their cultures. And for the parts of the episode that was last episode, we'll record a skit and put some AI images up, and just so it's not missed. But it will come a little later. However, we picked up with Varric, Toby, and Croc making their way all the way down into the room into the where the cultists were. Deluge and Rag had actually decided to play a prank on their newfound friends and replace their clothes with the clothes of the cultists. Croc believed it immediately. Toby started to get suspicious when he realized that the one that Croc had run to was not the same size as Rag. Eventually, after the hee-hees and ha-has were all over, the group had found three individuals, or three unknown individuals, all they could see with the shadows, back in what seemed to be a prison cell that the cultists had locked away. Making their way through another door that they had found, a very rusted old lock. They found a very broken in ways of magic type person. The whole group jumped him like they owed him money, or he owed them money, and completely destroyed them. Not without almost taking Rag's life in that exchange, though. Decided to fester everything that he had in one final bite, and it bit Rag pretty hard. We pick up now. You guys had just walked out of the room, and you went back into the cage, or the prison cell of the three shadowed individuals, to realize that you had ran into a a female gnome donning robes and shorter blonde hair, by the name of Polyfire Main, a taller with brown hair and leather armor, and a cowboy hat, or cowgirl hat, a bodyguard by the name of Ash, and a short, a little bit older dwarf, kind of balding on the very top. An individual kind of known for guiding groups through the path, a man named Gikrin Windminer. You guys were able to unlock. Our Deluge had come in peace and offered a peaceful exchange. They seemed to reciprocate and appreciate that you were letting all of them free, or the three of them go, only to be welcomed with Rag pulling another hee hee ha ha and holding random pieces of dead individuals that were in the chest of the room of the creature that they had defeated, holding the poorly put together body. Kind of not enthused about it. They all went about and gathered in a circle and began y'all's break. We'll go ahead, and if any of you guys want to do anything during the short break or the short rest, now
I,
is
as
the
a
time.
player, would like to point out at the very beginning of this whole explanation, you said, yeah, we changed the robes as a prank. It initially started out we changed the robes so we could see what was inside the giant door. And it just was a bonus that we could prank them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't all about hee-hees and ha-has. It was tactical hee-hee ha-has. But no,
I just
as
put
for
the robes on because they look comfortable. And they weren't. They're real tight in the crotch, dude.
yeah, I don't think any robe is, since it shouldn't be around your crotch. But anyhow,
Oh, what? So do we not put on
As-
pants and underwear too? Because I went full send. You're over here half-assed prank. I'm trying to make this shit work.
yeah, no, you also in that what was left out, he cut someone's face off and wore it to seal the deal.
Yeah, exactly. I tried to do all the skin. It didn't fit though, so I just went with the face. What's your problem, dude?
Anywho,
Why am I putting on?
But that reminds me, during this break, all the ones that I left alive, I'm going to bring into the cell that we just covered Grick, Polly, and Eustace, I don't remember the third one's name, in there, and locking it.
Okay,
And then, yeah, just doing his normal thing that he does when he relaxes. Juggles, whatever.
Give me... Is anybody going to help with this?
Help with what?
Dragging these bodies into these cells.
Just the living ones. I ain't gonna move dead bodies in there.
Which ones are living?
So then give me...
If those ones are the alive ones, one of those guys I cut their face off.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I left him out there.
Let's see. That's dark,
I think it's only 3 then that were.
It sounds about right.
Because I think you guys killed the first guy. Yeah, I can't remember if you guys had actually killed that first
No,
guy.
Glassjaw I knocked out in one hit.
Oh yeah, because he was trying.
But there was a total of 4 that I got, so they would be knocked out. Rag cut off one of their faces though, so it would only be 3.
I mean, he could still be alive.
That's a horrific thought.
For him, I thought he was dead. It's not my fault. It's on him. We're not going to his afterlife.
I'm sorry.
Octopus heaven.
Give me like 2 minutes. My daughter's going to the bed.
You're good.
Yeah. I thought he said something else.
So did you guys find anything, since the split? Like, did you come across anything cool?
No, we actually came across nothing. Now that you bring it up, we got here and beat all these guys up. And just as we were about to implement our plan to walk in that gate, you guys showed up.
Yeah, we basically the same thing. I found a letter from some dude talking to his wife, and I found their wedding ring, or the wedding ring he planned on giving her. I was very confused as to why he would have stored it in a chest and not given it to her, so...
Well,
Beats me.
That's just depressing. If that is one of these dudes without an arm.
Yeah, I mean, that, and we learned that Varric is pretty much just as useless as Wilmo, so there's that.
Yeah, but at least there's not like the sexual tension between Varric and Wilmo like there is between other people.
What do you... What?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
That took a second. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
There may be a fan-made Rule 34 of Wilmo.
Oh my god. Amal, did anyone sense the same sexual tension I did when we were at Magni's bar? Magni was undressing me with his eyes.
Well, you were a very convincing woman.
I forgot that I did that till just now. But yeah, we basically was a giant waste of time and should not have split up.
Yep.
I feel like it was a giant setup by the DM to lure us into different hallways, when in reality it led to nothing. But other than that, yeah, we didn't even discover anything about ourselves on that trip.
Okay, all good now. Sorry.
I mean, you discovered enough about Varric, right?
That he's useless.
I like how we're all talking about him while he's not here. Well, I mean that he is here, but the person who controls his voice is just getting back.
Varric actually had gone into the one room that you and Rag had first initially gone into and chased that one guy. Give me 3 strength checks though. And if anybody is helping, I'm assuming you'd be like, "Hey, Rag, come here."
You want me to come here?
Deluge is asking for help.
Where's Deluge at?
Oh, I'm giving you straight 3 checks. I thought you said all of us. My bad.
Yeah,
no,
that's what I was like. What?
Okay, well, the first one was an 8. Second one is a 4.
You're kind of struggling with this first.
And the next one was a 1.
Oh my god.
I have a -1 modifier on strength. I just rolled a 2.
Okay. So we'll say that
Monks
within the
aren't
time
strong.
that it took to can't get this guy to spin the
To
right way.
finish this sentence?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to get this guy to spin. So while Varric's over here, okay, it takes quite a few minutes to drag all these guys. People are starting to the 30 minutes is kind of come and pass as you've been able to. It's getting more about 25. You're able to get the other 2 in. It's a very, very, very slow process. Rag kind of sees you, but is like, meh, I don't feel like helping. Deluge's got it unless he asks.
Deluge is so strong.
But while you're dragging the last guy that you guys had chased into the other room, while you're dragging him, and when you drop him, he kind of bangs his head on the floor, and he'll take 1. So he'll take 1 little bludgeoning damage, but he kind of bops his head on the back of the ground. You see his eyes kind of flutter open, and he, you, and he's gonna attempt to kick you, and that's a 15. Completely misses.
That's a miss.
Okay.
I'm going to say, hey, George Washington, and then I'm going to punch him in the face.
Okay.
That's a
Good.
wooden teeth joke.
I got that.
My die is out of batteries because I just rolled a 5. So what was that? +6. So 11 to hit.
Your die is out of batteries?
Just
That's a
miss.
joke.
So while
Oh.
he kicked, you kind of try to punch at the same time, and he, it's just kind of all over the place.
Technically, I get 2 attacks.
Okay, go ahead and make another attack. But for that first attack, you were able to...
Screw it. No, I only had the 1 attack.
Okay, you're still kind of holding on to his ankle because you were, like, carrying him.
I'm gonna
So we'll
see
say
it
you
going
start
down, and I'm gonna
grappling.
cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
At me?
Or wait, was I in the vicinity? Oh no, I was around the corner.
You were around the corner.
Yeah, you're
He was
right. I
kinda
can't.
killing, so...
I could. I'll say I heard it.
Make a perception check. See if you hear it. If you hear this extra voice.
I'd say Vieric should notice, but Vieric's kind of useless, so...
I rolled an 11.
I'll also roll a perception check. Okay, Vieric is actually able to hear, and he starts and twitching and turned around.
So he's going to throw 2 daggers and miss with both.
Right.
No, I'm not even gonna roll for those. But the cultist is gonna kind of flail, and by the time that Vieric does turn around, he lines up his leg and he tries to kick you in the chest again just to get away. And I rolled even worse than I did the first time. So again, he kind of is just swinging all over, and he's just kind of getting his leg as wherever he can. But wherever he can get it is not where you're at. So you're able to just kind of.
Did you say my 11? I didn't hear him, or no?
Yeah, I'll say that you start hearing like just a rustling of something starting to happen.
Okay, well, he got a second attack. I'm going to go with my attacks again. I'll be like, knock it off!
Okay,
I got an 18 to hit.
that hits.
How were you holding him when you were carrying him?
I guess by his feet. If he's kicking me in the chest, it only makes sense, because I don't
Yeah,
imagine
so
I'm pulling him by the hand and
just
he's
Kick him in the nuts.
doing whatever.
So he's you've got him held with one ankle, so it's still a grapple.
7
but he's
damage.
Kicking you. Okay, so
You have an ankle wrapped around him? Will that hurt your feet?
So as he starts kicking and flailing and trying to go around, as you land a quick right into his face, his head knocks back down onto the stone, and is all you heard. He is back to incapacitated and knocked out.
I'm like, I got a splinter on my hand.
Kind of shake away.
Did the DM, did you give me that weapon that you were talking about with me?
Which weapon?
The Shadow Blade, was that given to me already or no?
No, that's a way later spell.
Okay, I just
That's
couldn't remember.
like a level 5 spell, I think, maybe. Anyways, but as this happens at the same time as Croc, you're able to kind of peer around the corner because you do hear rustling. So as you peer around the corner, you see Deluge just kind of punch this guy back into his face.
Like, I want to do something, but I don't want it to piss Dell's character off. So, like, I want to walk up to the thing and be like, I mean, I'll just show you how to do it, and like take my sword and stab him in the chest, so he's dead, and he can't wake back up. Would that would totally piss off your character, correct?
I mean, I don't want to metagame and tell you what you should or should not do with your character.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
As you struggle with morality for a quick second.
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
A quick smirk comes to your head, but then you realize there's better things. You know, you don't want to piss off Deluge.
Yeah, that's actually what exactly was going through my head.
Yeah, if we could metagame, I don't think he'd be concerned about pissing off Deluge because he was doing like 46 damage a hit while I'm doing like 12, so...
Yeah, but I'm also trying to change my old ways. Oh, nice. I guess an unarmed strike counts as a headbutt? That's cool.
All right, so I close the door now that all the bodies are in there, or the people, and like lock it.
Oh, because they're unconscious. At first, I was wondering why we were doing this, but then, yeah, they're unconscious. We don't want them to have...
Okay, so as you drag the last body in, just give me another strength check, just for shits and gigs.
While he's doing that, I'm going to walk over and grab these...
I got a crit.
I'm going to get these food, and I'm going to put the food in the jail cell with them, too. That way they don't starve.
So as you drag the last guy to the actual cell, you're able to throw him into the wall if you so choose. But it was much easier taking him after you've now punched him. But as you approach and drag him into the cell, Varric kind of walks out of the room that you guys had came, and and he'll throw you a key.
I catch it and I'm like, guess you're not useless. And then I lock it.
As you hear it lock, it's now back to being armed and locked.
Like, anyone else notice that the lock sounded like a pinball machine?
I'm more curious, where did Varric get the key from?
I would assume that room.
Desk amongst the paper.
I'm gonna kind of like raise one eyebrow and be like, really?
Yes, mate.
I say, nah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure I felt it earlier when I was looking around in there. I just didn't care at the time.
Right. Anyways, should we be on? Or
Yeah.
do we have any more business here? You wanna wait? We waiting for anyone?
No, Let's get out of this place, man. We got things to do, people to kill.
I like your style. So
As he remembers back to when he first met him and they talked about that glory hole. That's the style he's talking about.
I was sexually assaulted by Varric in a jail cell.
Oh my god.
You weren't assaulted. I watched it happen.
Yeah, your cell was right across and you let it happen.
Today's segment of shit that won't make it in the video. Anyway.
We're just trying to bring the audience into episode 1. They weren't there.
They weren't there for the mayhem that ensued, and it's probably best that they weren't because it was very R-rated shit.
While the break ensued, Toby did kind of start having a discussion, or the other Gikrin started having a discussion, just kind of dwarf to dwarf with Toby. They ended up striking an agreement that they can follow you guys to the end of the mines. It's not too far. Toby has informed you, that they're going to just kind of carry on with you until it makes it to the tunnels, and then very quickly they're going to make their way towards their group that they're supposed to be in, and see if they can link up with them.
I feel like Toby would be very judgy of, since he's a very tall dwarf and this guy looks shorter.
Mm. All right. Where the hell is Rag? All right. You coming, Rag? You going, Deluge? All right.
I'm right here. Right here. Did I just start walking?
Yep.
I'm trying to go.
And so Varric will kind of be up there with you guys. So as you guys make your way down, you now approach a T-like intersection. The options of going right and
let's go right.
I'm gonna watch you go right.
Okay, as Rag starts to just bulldoze down the right path, there seems to be a path forward that also starts to curve to the left a little. As Rag realizes that no one was following behind him, and he turns around,
guys, you're not going to believe this.
What's that?
Hollow 03 is real.
Oh my god.
What did he say?
He said the Hollow Earth theory is real.
Oh my god. Well, can we talk about flat Earth? Yeah, I'm gonna keep going down and to the left. Because to the right looks like it's literally just a dump off into the ocean.
Maybe.
I would ask Toby, be like, hey man, you're the one who knows how to get out of here. Which direction should we go? Since this map was very little information.
This is in the part of the video where I opened up the picture of the 3-year-old that drew the map.
Does Toby talk with a lisp?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I think he's the only one who actually does a character voice, sadly. And I think he just talks like a husky dwarf without a Scottish accent.
He looks like his picture.
Well, if we go right, then it should lead into the tunnels. If you go further down, I think it just kind of leads to somewhere else in the mine.
It's got to be more Rick from Rick and Morty because he's drunk.
Morty.
There you go. Perfect.
I thought he was getting off drinking.
He's been drinking after we told him not to.
Oh.
When did you guys tell me not to drink?
Right before we left the tavern.
I've been drinking all day.
Because he drinks literally like till he's belligerent and then he's useless to us.
That checks out.
As you're saying this, he pulls a flask out of one of his boots.
Yeah, see? This is what I'm talking about.
He should be more like Varric and just not drink and still be useless.
Yeah.
I say that and look at Varric. Like, what? What are you going to do about it?
He's
We have
gonna
a problem, friend.
see. He tries to act tough every time, like how same thing with Wilmo, like, and never does anything about it.
I'm just genuinely curious because, you know, for someone that helped you break out of a prison with your big friend here, you'd think that they would be grateful. But you seem to have some sort of animosity towards me, and I don't understand why. I get sometimes that I miss some of my shots because the
Some.
big man upstairs rolls
And
terribly.
I feel like
Break the fourth wall.
I'd have been fine in that jail cell, whether you were there and you or not.
Then why didn't you stay?
I don't even know how to answer that question. You gave us the stuff to get you out, so
I simply asked for a favor. I was capable of making it out of that prison by myself and alone.
I'm gonna look
But
back
what I
over my
needed
shoulder and be like,
was him, and he points
Hey.
over at Croc.
speaking of alone, why are you still with us then, man?
Because I was looking for him, and he points over at Croc.
I'm gonna.
So this whole thing's Croc's fault?
I'm shrugging my shoulders,
What
and I'm just saying, you know, first of all, don't drag me into this, buddy, because I don't know you. So please, gentlemen, do not think that I'm friends with this guy or his group or posse.
I say, sure, look, Croc's a good looking dude. I don't know why you have to come up over and talk to me then. Why don't you just go mind your business over there and flirt with your boy?
We needed him. Our organization needed him. We were looking in Xandar's port because we had rumor that that's where he was. And the guard captain, Captain Krieg, was going to find you. We had word that his men within Sindred's Keep were going to come find you as a hit squad and kill you. I saw you drunk, stumbling through the streets, not even knowing your own name. I watched you for 3 days, and eventually you got arrested for just being in an alley, drunk, starting a fight with some other homeless person about where you were going to sleep. They took you. I got myself arrested to get close to you. I needed to make contact with the man that is raving about just destruction.
Now that's commitment to the game, man. Get yourself arrested just to be next to him. He's got something out for you, Croc.
It
You're a
is
lucky
not my
guy.
first time in a jail cell, friend.
incident?
What did you say? It's not your first time in what?
A jail cell. You think it's my first time in prison or jail ever?
I think I don't care.
I'm the Prince of Thieves, mate. Of course I've been in jail.
Well, good talk, Aladdin. Let's go.
How come I imagined as soon as you said that Wilmo's a boo? I'd be
I
like,
will wait here with...
Varric, just keep it in your pants and let's head forward, man. Come on, don't take it up the butt. Let's go.
Alright, now which way are you guys going? Are you guys going forward and to the left, or are you guys going to the right? Because the right, like Toby said, this seems to be the way out into the path, or into the tunnels.
Roby said.
Into the tunnels? What the hell are we in
Toby
right
says,
now?
to the right is the way out.
Yeah.
All right. I say, well, the righteous choose the right because he's a paladin or a cleric. I mean, so I go right.
All right. So as you all start to make your way down this path,
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
Croc, since you're walking right next to Toby, I need you to go ahead
Get a
and
ball.
make a
You're on, I died.
Yeah, you all fucked up. You want me to make a what?
make a perception check, just while you and Toby are walking by each other.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, so you kind of get a good glance at him for a second, but then you realize that he's kind of got a little bit of a nervous look to him. You can't quite put your finger on it.
At who?
At Toby.
That Toby is nervous.
Is nervous. Yes.
Okay.
Is Toby not here?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, Toby's player is not here. Toby is here.
Oh, my thing said waiting on GM. Can't do
Yeah,
nothing.
sorry, that was me. Sorry. I'm trying to find the map. Because that's the end of